All right, so let me run through this. We're taking apart, this is an HP 15m-BQ121DX. Sorry for the voice, I'm still getting over the flu a little bit here. It is liquid damaged, and I know the party responsible for this is a small yellow Labrador named Luke.
When I put it
Luke.
in here, it shuts,
Huh?
shuts the iron off.
Luke? I'm okay. It happens to reside at my home. So, there is some Sprite spilled on this that I need to get out of here. So, once you get the, like on the bottom of this laptop, underneath, normally there's a rear strip here. Underneath this rear strip, there will be 4 screws. They are just regular Phillips head screws. And then on the front, there are 3 T5 Torx screws. So make sure you keep those separate. You don't want to mix and match those. Then once you get inside, we have our hard drive. In this case, I have an SSD in there. Memory, CPU fan, battery, motherboard. Start by removing the battery from this. It's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws holding that in. All of these screws should be the same. There is definitely dog hair in this. You can see it right here, despite I bring this thing in and clean it every couple months. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. Struggling right now. Struggling with the energy. That. All right, so let's get these screws out of here. We'll get the battery disconnected. Also struggling with body temperature. I'm quite warm. No fever though. All right, battery comes out. We'll check that. No Sprite there. All right, let's get this out of here. I don't know how this PNY SSD has lasted as long as it has. This thing is getting up there in age, as is this whole laptop. I believe this is like one of the original Ryzen 5 laptops from HP. To remove that, we're just going to lift this connector right there. It just flips up, and then there's no screws or anything holding it in. Then we're going to go around, we're going to disconnect all of the ancillary cables from this, now that the battery is unplugged. And then we're going to lift the motherboard out. Mainly, the spill was on this side. So we're going to check over here, we're going to clean anything up. But let's go ahead and start removing cables. That is our DC jack. You're going to need to undo these. These are our Wi-Fi cables. Then we have our camera cable. Continue to work our way around. Fan cable, we're going to take the fan out together. VGA cable for the screen. And up and out. Speakers. Keep coming around. Trackpad. Keyboard. Check that. Nothing looks burnt on either side. LED backlights. Nothing looks burnt. And daughter board. And that should be everything. Nothing looking burnt there either. So then on the motherboard, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws, 8 screws to remove. But we are going to remove the CPU fan first. Should be 3 screws holding it in. And then after those 3 screws, We will unplug it from the motherboard. Then, oh, it's going to want to come off altogether as one piece. Oh, I guess we'll repaste this thing while we're at it. Remove our CPU cooler. All that's going to come off at once. There we go. Now let's get our motherboard screws out. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? Yeah. I've enjoyed mine. Like I said, I ordered a bunch of extra bits for it last week. Just because, like, the bits that it comes with, there's literally 3 that I use. So I'm replacing it with Torx bits, mainly. So what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7... and 8. So now this should freely come out. Gonna need to undo this. Alright, so as a note, I missed a step here. Just need to undo that screw for the Wi-Fi card. The Wi-Fi card needs to be plugged in before we put this back in. Alright, moment of truth. I am seeing no liquid damage anywhere on this. So, this is a non-removable keyboard. I think we got away with one here. Alright, so let's go ahead and put it back together. Ah, I almost broke my rule here. This has to go in first. Wi-Fi card in. That is a terrible design decision. And then we're going to go around and either make sure before we put any screws in this that all of our cables are back on top, so we're not dealing with that nonsense later on. Okay. Put our screw back in for our Wi-Fi card. I will not. All right, let's get these screws back in. 1, 2, 3. Down. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. All right. Clean up this thermal paste that's on there. Get the old stuff off of there. So the big thing with that is, like, it's not actually being used, thermal paste. So you don't have to worry about, like, cleaning it all off. If you have OCD and you want to do it, sure. But in reality, it's not actually making contact with the die. Because it's not making contact with the die, you shouldn't necessarily worry about it. You should just worry about the die. You have much more important things to worry about. The copper plate is much easier to get it all off of. How much OCD you have? Get one of the Ryzen. Get one of the Ryzen 5000 chips that have those giant steps on it. Yeah, good luck with that. All right. That back in place. And we do this in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't actually attached to this, it's just on there with a sticker. So when you want to go put this back into place, you just have to get it in between all of its little teethies here. Just like that. And then we put the screws back in the fan. We're gonna slowly now plug all of our cables back in before we put the battery in. Put our screws back in, and then we'll fire this up and we'll see if anything is actually damaged. Alright, looks like everything's working, thankfully.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.